Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 9 de Secret Files 2, Puritas Cordis. Nossos heróis, Nina e Max, afinal conseguiram o que planejaram por tanto tempo tão fervorosamente. Ficaram os dois presos no quartel da Puritas Cordis. Após o momento Scooby-Doo, em que o vilão revelou todos os planos para dominar o mundo após tsunami que liquidaria a Assembleia Geral da ONU e toda a cidade de Nova York, os bandidos pensaram ter eliminado Max, mas que sobreviveu e agora tenta libertar Nina e salvar o mundo. A grande chance, como tudo no mundo tem uma ligação, penso eu que é o professor de italiano da Bá chegar com a Ferrari arranhada e resgatar todo mundo. Uma terrível revelação. Nina e o vigário Davi Corel descobriram o arquivo secreto do cardeal Coubertin em Paris. Sem embargo, o que descobriram supera 1000 vezes seus piores pesadelos. Todos os desastres naturais que dispôs a seita Puritas Cordis convergem para a Assembleia Geral da ONU em Nova York, com o objetivo de eliminar de um só golpe todos os líderes mundiais que se reuniram ali. Mas não há tempo de pensar em contramedidas, pois os mercenários que contrataram a Puritas Cordis mataram a David Corel a sangue frio e capturaram Nina. Uma reunião azeda. Pat Shelton convida Nina e Max para uma apresentação de seus planos e estes não têm mais opção do que aceitar. Shelton pretende arrasar a Assembleia Geral da ONU com um tsunami de proporções gigantescas. A catástrofe deixará sem líderes a maioria dos estados do planeta, que buscarão novos dirigentes para preencher o vazio de poder. Uns líderes que porão fim à cadeia de desastres que produziu durante os últimos meses. A solução, nas palavras de Shelton, será uma teocracia mundial dirigida por Puritas Cordis. Será demasiado tarde para frustrar seus planos?
From that position, the guard can not only watch the prison, but also has a perfect view of the inner courtyard too. Not the best conditions for getting out of here alive. If I were looking for the perfect example of an evil mastermind's dim-witted henchman, I'd say I've found him. A wooden bench. There are carvings on it, but I can't make them out from here. What am I supposed to say to him? Hi, I'm not dead. Would you like to change that? The thermometer is displaying 19 degrees Celsius. Guess I'm shivering because of nerves rather than temperature then. The thing is fixed to the wall with brackets. The temperature display has dropped down to 8 degrees.
Ele não ficou com frio, apesar de mudar a temperatura no termômetro.
I don't think I can untie her from here. Not with this anyway. This stuff is damp and moldy and stinks like crazy.
Ugh, that stuff smells horrible. But at least the little critters in there are keeping me company. My stay in Paris wasn't so bad, but will I ever get out of here alive? I think I'm going to call the guard.
Hello? What's up? Why are you yelling like that?
It's cold in here. Not just a bit chilly, but really freezing.
Cold? It sometimes gets cold in January in Siberia.
Very funny. But you'll soon stop laughing when your boss finds out I can't help him anymore, because I've frozen to death. I'll give you 3 guesses who's going to be blamed for that. I sure wouldn't like to be in your shoes.
All right, have it your way. I'll go and check. But you had better not be pulling my leg.
Yes, sure.
What do you know? You're right. Looks like the temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's down to a mere 8 degrees Celsius now. That's odd. I still feel cozy and warm.
It's probably the vodka. So, can I have something to warm me up now?
Share my vodka? Forget it! But I'm sure that nobody needs this cowl here. I can cover you with that. Don't do anything stupid though. Right. And now, be quiet.
All right. Thanks. Would you mind telling me why you're keeping me prisoner here? What do you want with me?
That's none of your business.
Now look, I do think I have a right to know why I'm locked away in this cell.
I don't know and I don't care.
What? You don't know either?
No, and I don't need to. All I know is you're not allowed to leave here. And it's my job to keep an eye on you. That's enough. Anything else?
Don't you even care why innocent people are being imprisoned here?
No. I care about how Tom Tomsk played. That's all.
Tom-toms? Are you learning to play the drums then?
Huh? Tom Tomsk is my local club. Perhaps not Russia's most successful soccer team, but undoubtedly the best.
People are being held here against their will and all you care about is soccer?
Yes. Anything else?
These restraints hurt a lot. Could you please untie me?
Are you yanking my chain?
No. Why?
If I untie you, you're going to run away.
How would I do that? I'm still locked up in this cell. And I wouldn't stand a chance against a strong guy like you.
That's true.
Well?
No, I can't. The boss would kill me on the spot.
I'm hungry.
And I'm thirsty.
Yes, but unlike me, you can go and get yourself a drink. When I get hungry, I have to rely on you to bring me some food.
That's just too bad.
Starving prisoners constitutes torture, and that's against the Geneva Convention.
Geneva what?
The Geneva Convention. You know, human rights and all that.
Never heard of it, and not interested either.
You don't have to be. All you have to be interested in is the fact that I'm hungry.
You're getting on my nerves.
I know. Do I get to eat now?
No!
That will do for now. Go ahead. Leave me to my misery.
As you say.
Então, Max agora vai pegar esse casaco de abate.
Nina,
Yes?
you look a little warm. Wouldn't you like to take something off?
Is that all you can think about, even in this situation?
Not really, but for now, the cowl is most important. I'll see to the rest later.
Don't you dare.
I love it when you're helpless. I've got the cowl, and Nina is cold again. Life is all about giving and taking. I think the members of the sect wear these hooded robes to hide their ugly faces. That's actually very considerate of them. It's the perfect disguise, as long as I'm not forced to remove the hood. Neither the guard outside the door nor the ones in the tower are going to let me waltz into Shelton's command center just like that. How do I talk to him? Maybe I should pretend I'm a member of Puritas Cordis. But how do those people talk? He doesn't look very bright to me. I'll try the redneck approach then.
Hi there. Who are you? Don't think I know you. You new?
Hi. Well, not really new. But I don't know you either. Are you one of them?
Them?
You know, those sect people.
Sect people? You mean Puritas Cordis, so you're not with them?
No, I was just hired as a guard. Weren't you? Then maybe you can tell me something about Puritas whatever?
Can I? Not really.
No, I'm just a simple guard, too. I don't know what exactly they're up to.
Okay, that's a relief.
Why? You got a problem with them?
No, they always pay my wages right on time. Still, I find them a little creepy.
Shouldn't you go check if all is quiet behind the jail as well?
Who do you think you are? My boss?
No, but if anything happens because you weren't paying attention, I sure wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
You've got a point there. I'd better do my rounds.
The guard will be back from his patrol soon. I don't know how to explain my presence in the prison to him, and I don't have time to stage an escape.
Hey, pal. You okay?
Sure.
What's with that odd grave in the backyard?
You mean where the dog is buried?
Yes.
Apparently, lightning struck the doghouse when Shelton was having another of his tantrums. He was yelling something about punishment from above just because one of the guards overslept by a few minutes.
And?
Well, the guard seemed to be quite unperturbed. That's when Shelton really flipped and threatened him with eternal damnation. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck the doghouse right next to the guard. The guy suffered severe burns, and the dog was grilled alive.
Oh.
The charred remains of the doghouse and the dog's grave have served as a kind of memorial ever since. And it works, too. I, for one, wouldn't dream of crossing Shelton.
What a weird story. Was that bolt of lightning just a coincidence, or...
Who are you guarding, anyway?
I don't know, but the boss dragged her in himself.
The boss?
Pat Shelton, of course.
Right. And you really don't know who she is?
No, I somehow get the feeling that I've seen this kid somewhere before, but that's next to impossible.
Can I have a look at the prisoner?
No way. The boss said maximum security. No one is allowed in except the boss himself and his deputy.
Aw, come on. Just 5 minutes. Nobody has to know.
No, I don't want to lose my job again.
You said you lost your job before, right?
Don't remind me.
Come on, tell me about it. How did it happen?
I had the perfect job. Not too much to do, and I was able to focus on the really important things in life while I worked.
Such as?
Soccer and cheese soup.
Soccer and cheese soup?
Sure. I can't think of anything more important in life, can you?
I guess not.
You see? Other than that, all I had to do was keep an eye on a few patients now and then.
So, why did you lose your job?
It was rotten luck. One of the patients sneaked off during my shift. When they found out I had been watching soccer and eating cheese soup during working hours, they fired me.
How totally unfair.
Right. But since then, I've made up my mind never to watch soccer during working hours again.
But you can still have cheese soup, can't you?
Only in emergencies.
I'll go do my rounds and make sure that all is quiet.
All right, you know where to find me.
Someone carved symbols into the wood. Is it some kind of language? I don't know. I can't make it out. That guard might not be the brightest specimen, but he could probably still ask a few awkward questions.
Tá, então ele não pode fotografar com o guarda aqui.
Hey, pal. You okay?
Sure.
Isn't it time you were doing your rounds?
What are you, some kind of slave driver?
I just want what's best for you.
All right, I'm going.
Let's take a picture of these carved symbols. Maybe that will help. A photograph of the bench and the strange symbols carved into it.
Nina, take a look at this photo, will you? Do these symbols mean anything to you?
What symbols? I can't see a thing. It's too dark.
Too bad.
Só porque ele está disfarçado, ele poderia bater com a pá na casinha do cachorro.
I feel vaguely discontented and therefore increasingly frustrated and aggressive.
5 violentos minutos depois.
I feel so much better now. Charred rubble that has been smashed to pieces. There's not much left to remind people that man's best friend used to live here. The burnt wood is much more portable now, but if I carry all that around with me, I'll soon look like a chimney sweep. It might be a good idea to remove the evidence of my vandalism. The sack contains the charred, broken remains of the doghouse.
Ou é TV a
I'll
bateria?
put the television down here for now. Should I turn the television on or take it with me?
Agora eu falo com o guarda, ele vai fazer a ronda e fica assistindo televisão.
Hey, pal. You okay?
Sure.
Isn't it time you were doing your rounds?
All right, I'm going.
Hopefully, the soccer match will keep the guard busy for a while. I'd better make the most of it.
Teclado numérico.
A number pad for entering codes. There's a number pad here. I guess if you enter the right code, it will open the cell door. Looks like an alarm button. If I press the alarm button now, all the guards will be here in seconds. Not a good idea.
Agora ele não tem mais máquina, não pode tirar mais foto de nada.
Good idea. This will illuminate the photo so it can be seen in the dark.
Boa, Bar. Gay Miguel com a foto para iluminar a foto.
Nina, can you make out the symbols carved into the bench?
Symbols? That's Russian.
Sure. That's what I meant. So what does it say?
Snow White, soccer, and devil.
Snow White, soccer, and devil?
That's what it says.
But what does it mean?
Beats me. I suppose it could be some kind of mnemonic trick for remembering something important.
Yes, could be.
Branca de Neve 7, dos 7 anões. Futebol 11, dos 11 jogadores. E o Diabo 666. A Bá acabou de matar a charada desse mesmo jeito que eu.
There's a number pad here. I guess if you enter the right code, it will open the cell door. 7, 1, 1, 6, 6, 6. Let's see if this is the right code.
Fair princess, I have come to rescue you from the clutches of that evil dragon.
Max! My hero! Quick, untie me.
Have you got any idea how we can get out of here?
Out?
Yes, out. Or were you planning on staying for coffee?
I'm not leaving. You heard what Shelton is up to.
Sure, but what can we do? Shelton is sitting high and dry in his tower, and the place is swarming with guards. I don't think the two of us can frighten them off by just shouting, "Boo!"
Then we'll just have to think of something.
Nina, it's suicide.
My dad is at the UN General Assembly.
Okay, that does change things. It's still suicide, but of course, we've got to try.
First, we need to get out of here before the guard comes back.
Wait here. You can't go out into the yard without a cowl. And even if you were wearing it, your perfect figure would just be too easy to recognize.
Max.
They're all men here, remember? If someone speaks to you and you have to answer, you'll blow your cover.
So you expect me to just wait here, twiddling my thumbs?
I'll think of something, but until then, you stay here, okay?
Yes, but get a move on. We have to get into the tower as soon as we can and prevent the detonation of that volcano.
Oh, great. The guard is back in front of the prison, and now there's a guard at the tower's entrance, too. That doesn't make getting into the command center any easier. I guess there's nothing like a good challenge.
Hi. Nice weather, isn't it?
Nice weather. It's going to come down in buckets any minute now.
Maybe so, but remember, rain is as much a gift from God as sunshine. It helps the plants grow and provides water for the thirsty.
Well, you've got a point. Are you one of us, then? I took you for just another of those mindless guards.
If I pretend to be a member of Puritas Cordis, I'll probably slip up pretty quickly. Or maybe not. Could it really work? I'll try a cautious approach.
Does it really matter whether I'm a member of Puritas Cordis or just a guard? Our pure hearts and firm faith are what bring us together.
Wisely spoken, brother. But between you and me, if you're not a guard, why have I never met you before? They gave me pictures of all the followers of Puritas Cordis on the estate, so I wouldn't let in anyone who's not supposed to be here. But I don't remember you at all. Take off your hood so I can get a better look at you.
Ugh, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. How do I wheedle my way out of this one?
You are right, brother. Officially, I'm one of those mindless guards, but I'd like to become one of you.
Wonderful. But you'll have to be patient. Pat Shelton is up to his elbows in work right now, but I'd be happy to introduce you later. I'll even put in a good word for you.
I can't imagine how any amount of good words would persuade Shelton not to shoot me dead on sight.
That would be wonderful. What's that hatch for?
It leads down into the storage cellar. There's a coal chute behind the hatch.
A coal chute? Mind if I take a look?
Is there a new delivery of coal?
No, not that I know of.
Then why would I open the hatch?
You're right. There's really no need.
Oh well. But that could still be a way of getting inside the house.
Your leader's a pretty busy man, isn't he?
Yes, it's really bad at the moment. So many public appearances, the press campaign, interviews on television, you name it. I really don't envy him. Not to mention all the organizing he has to do. Oh, and then those gripers were after him, and he had to take care of them too. But no matter how busy he is, he's always friendly and helpful, and willing to lend us an ear. You'll soon see what a wonderful person he is once you're one of us.
I can hardly wait. And there's that big plan he wants to put into action, right?
Big plan? What big plan?
You know, that New York thing.
New York? What are you talking about?
Does he really know nothing about the plan with the flood wave? But in that case, how is Shelton going to put his plan into action? It must take a lot of organizing, surely. Don't any of these people know what they're actually doing?
Oh, I heard rumors about a big plan involving the UN headquarters in New York, but maybe I got it wrong.
I don't know. I've never heard of such a plan. No one knows just what Shelton does up in his tower, or why he needs all that technical equipment.
But I know, and I also know I'm gonna find a way into that tower. And I certainly know what I'm going to do with Shelton once I get my hands on him.
Trust is very important to us. We know that we can entrust our fates to him because he protects us. We have proof of that every day, and that's what makes us the happiest people on God's earth.
Yes, blessed are the poor in spirit, but who can blame them? They're just trying to find a bit of strength and security in a world that's threatening to crumble with uncertainty. We simply must find a way into that tower if we're to stop Shelton. How we do it isn't all that important, but it's got to be soon, before it's too late.
I have a question for you, purely theoretical. What would happen if the prisoner escaped from her cell?
The warden in front of the jail, the one responsible for this sector, would push the alarm button inside.
What if, for some reason, he didn't push the button?
Oh, he would, believe me. Pat Shelton is a real stickler for the rules, and everyone here knows what will happen if they're not followed.
Still, it's possible.
No, you don't know Shelton. Besides, even if you're right, I'm not leaving my post unless the alarm is sounded. Otherwise, I'll be the one in trouble for not doing my duty.
Oh, okay. I've got to do my rounds. See you later.
God be with you.
What's wrong with you? You're crying like a baby that's lost its teddy bear.
Why do these things always happen to me?
What is wrong?
Okay, I'll tell you, but keep it to yourself.
Don't worry. Tell me.
The prisoner got away!
Bummer.
Yes, again.
Again?
Yes, it's happened to me before. Back home.
That is really unfortunate.
Unfortunate. This is the end. Who is going to employ a prison guard whose prisoners keep escaping? See? My first job was just perfect. The building was secure, and I had nothing else to do all day but watch soccer and eat cheese soup. It was paradise.
Until Eve came along.
Eve? No, I think her name was Nina. Something like that anyway. I have no idea how she got away. And then I got a second chance here. And look what happened. When that chick was locked up here, I said to myself, Spivak, that kid looks a lot like the prisoner from back then. Better make sure this one doesn't give you the slip as well.
You know what they say. History repeats itself.
Sim, é o mesmo guarda do primeiro jogo. Ele cuidava do hospital militar que a Nina fugiu.
Could you let me into the prison for a minute? Come on, just let me take a look.
No, I'm just going to sit here and lament for a while.
Oh, great.
Still no idea where your prisoner went?
No, I've been trying to give up watching soccer during working hours since I took this job. But then, this TV set suddenly appeared, and there was a cup match going on between... Oh, never mind. It's all over now anyway.
Calm down. We'll find a way out of this. How about watching some soccer?
I've already tried that, but the batteries in the TV are dead. And I'm out of cheese soup, too.
Life can be so tough. I'll go and look for your escapee.
I doubt you'll find her, but maybe you'll have more luck.
I've got to create the impression that I work here, so I only need to pretend. The guard would just close the hatch again anyway, so that action would just be a waste of energy for very little purpose.
Nina, you may not like this at all, but I've got an idea.
What are you doing with that sack? You can't seriously think.
Unlike you, I have a perfect disguise. But what are we gonna do if someone comes in and sees you?
I don't know, but I do know that there is no way I'm climbing into that sack.
We could just sneak out of here, but you do want to save your father, don't you? That means we have to do everything in our power to foil this sick individual's plans. And we can only do that if we don't get caught.
But...
Have you got a better idea?
no, but...
Well then, in you go before they discover you and it's too late.
I left the sack back in the storeroom. It's safer that way for Nina, and better for my back. I know where to find the sack when I need it.
Nina, I'm gonna hide you in a second sack, filled with charred rubble. It's perfect camouflage. I'm sure no one will spot you.
You could have been a bit more careful.
I was as careful as I could be. Sorry.
All right, all right.
Nina is in the sack, which I placed in a second sack full of charred rubble. The whole thing is pretty heavy. I'll leave the sack in the storeroom for now and come back for it when I need it.
Hey, could you open the hatch for me?
Why? Has the coal delivery arrived?
Sure. Why else would I be asking you to open the hatch?
Okay, hang on. I'll go get the key.
Okay, then I'll go get the coal sack.
Just let me take a quick look inside that coal sack.
Huh? What for?
Because the boss has ordered everything to be checked before it comes into the house or leaves it.
Including the coal sacks? What does he expect to find there? Undercover agents?
I know it seems a bit overcautious, but...
Here, look. Nothing but coal.
Yes, okay. In it goes.
I'll lower it as carefully as possible, but I can only hope Nina won't fall too hard. And if she does, I hope she'll grit her teeth and not cry out. Let's see if I can find a window to the cellar room where Nina is.
Nina, are you okay?
Could it be that you have always wanted to toss me down a coal chute?
You guessed it. You make my most secret dreams come true.
Next time you plan to make one of your dreams come true, give me some warning. Just so I can put on some padded clothes.
I'll keep that in mind. Can you see anything?
I'm going to take a look. Don't go too far away. I might need you.
Okay.
An old soldier's helmet. No earmuffs, no padding, no comfort. I hope I don't have to wear this. Handkerchiefs bearing the embroidered initials LN. French white wine, I think. They're so fussy about age restrictions in computer games these days that I don't remember a whole lot about alcoholic beverages. The coal heap I landed on. Looks like this is a pretty black day for me. People used to cook meals on this a long, long time ago. Looks like someone was pretty successful at a track and field contest. It's probably not real gold, but still.
What's wrong, Polly? Why all this noise? Usually only raise a ruckus whenever a stranger enters the room. But there's nobody here, so calm down.
The parrot starts screeching the minute it catches sight of me and I get too close. Very annoying. The handkerchiefs are far too small to cover the cage.
Ai, ai, Max vai ter que costurar esses panos, então.
Max, I've got something for you.
Por isso que tem a máquina de costura, já que vocês queriam tanto saber.
I always wondered what good that needlework course I took at school would do me. Now I know. Nina is down there. I can pass small items through the bars to give them to her.
Ah, agora ele não olha mais para ela, vai só passar as coisas.
Nina, I've got something for you.
Aproveitando, já passa tudo. Mas nem isso adianta.
What's wrong, Polly?
The hatch has been locked again. Well, I didn't get thrown down here just to climb straight out again. Max threw me down this hatch. When I get my hands on him. A birdcage inhabited by a very lively parrot. In it goes. This looks tasty, as long as you keep your eyes closed.
É, o pegador de lixo com o pano.
Point 1, if this stuff is supposed to become halfway edible, it still needs a little something. Point 2, the vase is made of plastic and it would melt. And so 2 ingredients in 2 containers. There's still a little something missing to make the stuff in here really delectable.
Nunca falou que tinha folha, alho selvagem. Agora tem.
Time for an educational tidbit. Wild garlic is one of the first plants that bears feed on when they come out of hibernation, and is therefore also known as Allium ursinum, or bear's garlic. It is used for seasoning. End of lecture. It's always a good idea to have some herbs handy. Not that I have the faintest clue what I might need them for.
Nina, I've got something for you.
There, that doesn't look half bad. I had better light the stove first. What? There's everything here that I need to light a fire? How odd. I usually have to go find some 5 million items first. But who's complaining? I'm sure it will be much harder the next time around.
Dessa vez que eu fiquei preocupado em encontrar algo para acender o fogo, não precisava. Pegadinha do malandro.
One of two things might happen. Either this will actually turn into cheese soup, or the whole caboodle will blow up in one big bang.
Uns minutos depois.
Well, it didn't explode, and it doesn't even taste all that bad. I'm delighted. Max, I've got something for you.
Medalhas de ouro.
Far too bulky to fit through those bars. I'll pour some of this cheese soup into the vase. Max, I've got something for you.
Que ela iria derreter o ovo.
I brought some hot cheese soup to cheer you up.
Oh, thanks a lot, but first I should... Oh, never mind. The prisoner is gone anyway. No point in letting the tasty soup get cold. Keep away from the alarm button. I don't want him to know that another prisoner has escaped from under my nose.
They'll find out anyway, sooner or later.
I'd rather it was later.
Phew. The smell might be an effective weapon, but I somehow think I'd be the first to pass out, so I'll just leave it there. I'll just hide these medals in the straw.
Enjoying your cheese soup?
Yes, it's really good. But don't get your hopes up. I'm not sharing it.
Do you reckon Pat Shelton is still up in his tower?
I don't know, and I don't care. My colleagues in the main building are responsible for guarding the tower. I just have to watch the cell.
Yes, with remarkable success.
Do you think that's funny? Or do you fancy a new set of teeth?
Go ahead. Then the other guards will come and see that the prisoner has gone, and you'll need more than a new set of teeth.
Gracinha muito sem graça, viu, seu moço? Disse ele pro Max.
What's that sparkling in the straw over there?
Sparkling? What do you mean sparkling?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know, and I don't care.
What if it's something valuable?
Why would there be anything valuable in there?
Don't know. Maybe the prisoner hid something back there.
Right. But you keep your hands off. It's all mine. After all, I'm the one responsible for this cell. Gold! It's gold! Maybe I'll find some more. Yes, there must be more here.
Well then, have fun rummaging through all that moldy straw. I'm going to trigger the alarm. If I'm lucky, that will lure the guards out of the main building, and then Nina and I can make it to the tower without getting caught.
Did you just do that?
Yes, my father always said if you mess up, you have to face the consequences. Just look at it as a unique opportunity to face up to your problems.
What's going on here?
Well, it's not really what it looks like.
What are you doing in the cell? And where's the prisoner?
It's a long story.
And what about those gold coins you've got in your hand?
That should keep those two busy, and with any luck, the guards from the tower should already be on their way here too. I'll just go and let Nina know. If there's any chance of stopping Shelton, now is the time to try.
We made it this far. Now you need to get all the way to the top.
Me? And what will you be doing? Organizing a coffee party?
Sure, with the guards. Somebody has to watch your back after all.
You're going back out there?
It won't be long before they realize you're gone, and that I'm not as dead as they think, maybe. When that happens, there'll be quite an uproar here.
But what are you going to do? Run around in circles and hope they don't catch you?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
Max?
Yes?
Take care. Remember what you promised. If anyone gets to kill you, it will be me.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. You'll get to exercise that right someday. Actually, I'm more worried about you right now. There could be guards in the tower. Pat Shelton is definitely there. And even if the place were deserted, I'd have no idea how we can stop the disaster from happening.
Just leave that to me. I've got an idea.
Really? What idea?
I don't have time to explain. And not the slightest notion what this idea really involves.
Yes, you're right. We should hurry. Here's some stuff I found. Maybe you'll find a use for some of it.
Thanks. Be careful. I'd like to see you again.
Same here. You be careful.
I'm in luck. No guard to be seen anywhere. That just leaves Pat Shelton. Well, Pat Shelton and a bomb that may cause half the world's population to drown. Half the world's population, including my father. But it's not going to happen. I am here to foil this madman's evil plans. This is the way to the floor below. He seems to be adjusting some settings.
Joga sopa com queijo, né?
Shame about the nutritious soup, but if I take good aim... Would you care for some hot soup, Mr. Shelton? This should buy me some time. This panel controls nearly everything. If there's any way of preventing a disaster, it has to be through here.
Boa, tem que pôr código aqui e apertar algum botão.
A chip card. A telephone. Unfortunately, all the cables are missing. The Prophecies of Zandona. Looks like that weirdo Pat Shelton likes to keep the concepts of his equally weird role model close at hand. No thanks, I wouldn't read something like that if you paid me, and it's too ugly for a paperweight.
Warning, you are about to change the radio frequency between the bomb and the control station. Please enter the new frequency. Press Enter to confirm, or abort by pressing Exit.
Só pode ser 28 de agosto.
The radio frequency has been changed.
Tá, e por que eu queria essa frequência?
Warning, you are about to change the settings for the alarm system at the main gate. Please press 1 to activate the alarm system. Any other number will deactivate the alarm system. Press Enter to confirm, or abort by pressing Exit. The alarm system.
Pressione o botão vermelho e ativará o mecanismo de autodestruição. Ele pede o código de 7 dígitos. Ah, tá, o teclado com as letras para escrever Zandona.
Warning. You are about to activate the self-destruct mechanism. Please enter the 7-digit code. Press Enter to confirm, or abort by pressing Exit.
Zandona 9 1 5 2 5 5 1.
Warning. Warning. The self-destruct mechanism has been activated. You can abort the process by re-entering the code.
Here's a way to avert disaster. If I remove the card, this whole place will explode, and the radio contact with the bomb will be interrupted. Yes, everything here would be blown to smithereens, including me and Max. But what choice do I have? Maybe I can make it if I run fast enough. That sometimes works, at least in movies. Okay, that was a rotten joke, but if I don't laugh right now, I might cry.
I knew it! The prodigal daughter is still there! You will never get out of here, my dear. I have locked the door on the first floor, and the guards have been alerted. So don't make things difficult for the two of us. Just hand me the chip card, and I may consider welcoming the prodigal daughter back with open arms.
Up yours!
Your impertinence is quite uncalled for. Be a good girl and give me that card. Otherwise, we are all going to die. And you wouldn't want that now, would you?
No, but I like the alternative even less. At least this way, you get to die along with me. I must make sure that Shelton never gets the chip card. But I cannot keep hopping from floor to floor until the self-destruct mechanism reduces the whole place to rubble. The guy is armed, and if I can't think of a way to keep him at bay, he will get me sooner or later. Right, Nina? Think hard and fast. Shelton actually locked it. I am a prisoner in this tower. Shelton will come that way in a minute.
Perfurou a lata
Judging
de
from the
óleo.
holes in this canister, those guards are really good shots. Great idea. If I let the oil drip from the bullet holes, the slippery stairs will pose a problem for Shelton. This won't keep him at bay forever, but at least it will buy me some time. A replica of the Statue of Liberty. Right. Now I will cut off the rope so that Shelton cannot get up here. Ah, there. I did it. The world is saved. and I'm about to die. I don't think I'm really cut out to be a heroine. Right now, I'd rather be, well, anywhere but here. I hope that Max will make it at least, but how could he? This explosion is going to blow everything here to Kingdom Come. Nobody can survive that.
The system will self-destruct in 60 seconds.
I'm so sorry, Max. There is so much I still wanted to tell you.
Nina! Nina! Where are you? Nina!
A seita secreta do primeiro jogo.
Nina! Jump!
Os extraterrestres de
Nobody
Tunguska.
can escape their destiny!
Ah, this is the life. Blue skies, sunshine, the ocean, cocktails.
And last but not least, me, the man of your dreams.
Right. Don't you think a little thank you might be in order?
Thank you? For what?
Well, who just saved your butt for you? Not to mention the rest of the world.
Hold on. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be languishing in Shelton's moldy old cell.
Yeah.
And who rescued you from the tower when the bomb was ticking? Well,
Okay, maybe you did contribute a bit to getting us through this thing alive. A tiny little bit.
what an ungrateful world we live in.
Don't worry, you're still my hero.
Finally, I was starting to think I'd have to wait forever to hear you say that.
Oh, Max, the important thing is that we're both here now, far away from any trouble.
Yes, it was about time. No stress, no urgency, no disasters.
And no other women.
Sam? Don't worry. She was never serious competition. I've forgotten her already.
I should hope so. And now let us just enjoy the peace and quiet.
Shall I get you another cocktail?
What a wonderful idea. I'll have a sea breeze.
Coming right up.
Fim!
With the number of natural disasters suddenly dropping so rapidly, and the danger no longer as immediate, the UN General Assembly naturally failed to decide on any concrete measures. A totally non-committal letter of intent was signed. Everything is back to normal.
When Vladimir Kalenkov returned from the UN General Assembly in New York and heard about his daughter's adventures, he blew a fuse. He absolutely forbade Nina to ever use him as an excuse for her adventures again. Nina refused to comment.
2 pilots known as Red 2 and Red 3 supposedly contributed greatly to the destruction of an enormous battle station. Rumor has it they keep reappearing in a famous series of Japanese role-playing games. Fleming Olsen was shocked to discover that the end of days is still a way off. Since his fortune has dwindled considerably due to his excessive travels, and probably won't last that long, he has gone back to working in the tourist industry. His adventure cruises on replicas of the Titanic, the Poseidon, and the Andrea Doria are all the rage among high society vacationers. Paparazzo Feng Li is rolling in money after making a deal with certain VIPs not to publish any more scandalous photographs. Smarty Pants Oscar was adopted by Sydney, the porter. They're traveling the 7 seas together, appearing as a Roomba duo on cruise ships.
Sam Peters never reached the authorities where she had meant to get help. Her compass got smashed on the way, and she was out of signal rockets, so she wandered aimlessly and helplessly through the Indonesian jungle for a while. Weeks later, she came across a red-handed monkey that led her to a cove where she was picked up by a fishing boat. Any attempts at persuading Max to join her on an adventure entitled 2 Lovers, 1 Secret Mission failed, due to massive protest on Nina's part. Charismatic and eloquent, the frog in the mask from the Indonesian temple knew how to fascinate its peers at an early age. It soon had the temple guard on its side.
The pair have been traveling the world by rail ever since and are often heard to say that they love dining on the fly.
The snack stand owner has recently started raking in the money with his new e-business, selling fortune cookies with customized messages inside. He offers motivational messages for developers. Sleep is the enemy of success. Gimmicks for the press. Rate this game highly or you will sink low. Or package inserts for consumers. Those without expectations will always be content. The areas of application are practically infinite. The homeless man quit drinking and finally remembered his past existence as Detective Kansky. He tripped up trying to fish a 10-cent coin from the wishing well, hit his head, lost his memory again, and became a famous eccentric actor. The surveyor was busted when he took the cup wrapped in aluminum foil to his fence, who tried to sell it to a famous art collector. Now he's cooling his heels in jail with a cellmate who plays the harmonica all day. To his great regret, they took away the heavy equipment from his SUV before they locked him up. The police officer got tired of the constant wailing of the harmonica and the surveyor's endless protestations of innocence. She quit her job and now works in doping control at important cycling events. Mr. Rossi is still seeking his fortune, and the car rental firm is still seeking Mr. Rossi, having discovered the sloppily fixed scratch on the expensive sports car. Encouraged by his success with the monkey, the zookeeper tried to teach the crocodile to play fetch. He got a new job as a hook-handed pirate in a well-known theme park near Paris.
Prison guard Spivak miraculously survived the huge explosion and decided to take a break from standing guard over heroes. He worked hard to perfect the world's best cheese soup. He appeared in a few cookery shows, but then chose to return to his original profession. He has a few job interviews coming up.
Memória dos que morreram nesse jogo. Dave Correll, Matthew Wakefield, William Peterson, Bispo Perry, Pat Sheldon, Caterina Jordan, o médico do barco, o barman, o guarda da torre, que sacrificaram suas vidas virtuais em nome do drama e do suspense. Que descansem em paz. Por certo, praticamente nenhum animal sofreu danos durante a criação de Secret Files 2. Em troca, os desenvolvedores tiveram que ser internados em instituições mentais, balbuciando e babando. Sua recuperação está sendo um êxito. Certificado. Pelo presente, certificamos que você completou com êxito Secret Files 2 Puritas Cordis e que você salvou o mundo de uma condenação certa. A partir deste momento, te autorizamos a levar o título de super-herói. Tempo de jogo em minutos 782. Clique esquerdo 1816. Clique direito 591. Ajuda do jogo 162 vezes. Metros caminhados 4.805. Número de partidas guardadas 8. A análise de tuas estatísticas indica que reúne as condições necessárias para participar automaticamente em qualquer missão para salvar o mundo que possa surgir no futuro. A equipe de Secret Files te felicita por esse êxito e te brinda com seu mais profundo respeito e admiração. Como Max conseguiu o helicóptero, de certo ele, enquanto estava enfrentando os guardas, pediu por favor para pegar o helicóptero deles. E como ele pediu por favor, os guardas tiveram que fazer, tiveram que emprestar. Como é em qualquer parte do mundo. Foi um bom jogo, no geral melhor que o primeiro. Esse final foi complicado com aquele puzzle sem ideia do que fazer. Não era muito lógico usar Zandona no teclado alfanumérico. Mas a história acabou sendo bem melhor, o encaminhamento também. O final, de novo, ficou atropelado e num puzzle meio sem lógica. Mas, no final, gostei, espero que vocês tenham gostado também. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida. o acompanhamento da jogatina de mais um game completo aqui no canal. Desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.